views expressed on this program are those of the hosts, guests, and callers, and are not necessarily those of this station, its management, or other advertisers. You're listening to Transformation Talk Radio.
Welcome to Conscious Creation with actress, author, and healer Dee Wallace. If you want to take charge of your life, really take charge of your life, the next hour will be a fun, enlightening experience in creating the life you want. Whether it's money, health, success, or relationships, join Dee in celebrating the power of you and see your life expand into joyful creation. To join Dee now, call 319-527-6305. And don't forget, Dee can also be heard on BBS Radio, iTunes, the Empowerment Channel at the Connect Me Radio Network. You can also hear Dee on Get Inspired Media Network, Transformation Talk Radio, UBN, Universal Broadcasting Network, plus News for the Soul Broadcasting. And now, here's Dee.
Hello, all you amazing, fabulous, incredible, magnificent, so very loved, and darn, you're sexy people. Hi. Welcome to Conscious Creation. Today we have a beloved member, a feisty member of our community that has come forward again to allow us to tape her private session. I'm often about rippling out our work across the world. And so, in my efforts to always try and bring you something new and new information into your lives to expand everything. Sometimes we do an actual private session across the airwave. So, Kim, thank you for being with us today. I so appreciate your service here.
Oh, you're welcome, Dee. You're very welcome. And I'm feisty. Okay, thank you for that introduction.
Well, you are very feisty, full of love and very feisty woman. So I just want to remind everyone that whatever you hear on this session is yours also. There's only one energy, so whatever we get to is for both Kim, myself, and your lovely beings out there in Radio Land. So we're going to start by claiming, which means we're demanding, that the highest information, the highest knowledge, and the highest understanding come forward for our interest and education, interesting words, during this next session, that anything that might have been hiding out, that any secrets we might have been keeping from ourselves to take care of ourselves or not embarrass ourselves, or limit our true freedom in any way because of the pain from it. Everything's got to be revealed to us during this session because it is our strict and direct intention to move into our freedom in every way. And so it is. And around this, we claim the symbol, the formula. Invoke the violet flame and the golden light. I am divine love. And so it is. All righty. Anything and everything you want to talk about, baby.
Okay. Just to update you on my mom's estate and all that.
Okay, so your mom passed this year.
Yeah, she passed. And I had to do her taxes. That was strange. And I'm like, okay. I did her taxes, and I was at the tax preparer's office. And she goes, well, where's the trust? Because she needed the trust. I'm like, you didn't tell me to bring it. Well, I need it. I'm like, okay. Because I had gotten the hit before to bring it, but I didn't bring it. And I just started to, when I left, beat myself up. I'm like, what are you doing that for? She didn't tell you to bring it. That's not your problem.
Okay. So the lesson you want from that, and guys, it happens that quickly and that softly. It feels like a thought, and it's a guidance. Of course, thoughts are guidance. So when you hear, love and trust yourself enough that you follow it. Okay,
You're
gotta
right.
follow those little, don't forget. Okay, so move on.
So, she suspended the tax thing, went back a couple of days later because she had an opening, and it's taken care of, and, it's good. So, yay! That's
all
over.
done.
That's over and done with. I barely made it through signing everything because I was just, on the verge of tears throughout the entire thing. But I made it through, so that's the positive, and it's taken care of.
Good. There's one thing. There's one piece of information that's coming forward. I actually think your mom's here.
Oh,
and
hey, Mom.
Yeah. Okay, these are the words I'm supposed to give you. Now that the damn taxes are paid, I'm really free. I guess that resonates with you, huh?
Because that's something she would say.
Well, good. So that's an affirmation. You're still connected. And she thanks you greatly for all your service. But that's, as you know already, I think, Kim, that's why she gave you the job, because she could trust you to do it. And she really couldn't trust anybody else to do it. But she's, kind of saying, thank the Lord and hallelujah, now the damn taxes are paid. I'm really free. She, with a sense of humor. And feisty.
Yeah.
Was she feisty?
Oh, my mom could kick anyone's ass verbally, big time.
Yeah,
sorry.
I'm getting that.
Oh, yeah, she could. Oh, yeah.
Was she a smoker?
I'm sorry?
Was she a smoker?
Oh, God, yes. That's what she died of, inoperable lung cancer.
Oh, gosh, I've forgotten that. Because the voice that I'm hearing is, it's kind of like raspy, like a smoker's voice.
Yeah, but she was alive. She was a caregiver, and they would give her some of the shittiest clients. And my mom had a way of going in there and saying, look, this is how it will be. And she had those people eaten out of the palm of her hand. It was the craziest thing.
They were saying, when you were talking, they were saying, she was really tough, but man, it was tough love, and they loved her for it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, good, sweetheart. So know she's at peace. Know she's having fun. Know she's laughing.
Oh, yeah.
And she's saying, and I'm damn well smoking when I want to.
Oh, yeah, I know Mom would be doing that. And she'll be telling God what to do.
That too, she says. That too.
Oh, yeah. And as far as, trusting anybody else, that's the truth. I mean, my brother Don would do it, but he would stall. My other brother, no. And that's all I can say about that situation.
Yeah.
She couldn't trust him.
Well, that's why you got it, honey, and she's really acknowledging her gratefulness to you for taking it. And now she says, now it's your turn. You need to go be free.
Yes, ma'am, and that's what I'm working on.
Good. So let's go into that. I think that's where they want to go now. So what's coming up when I say your freedom?
Scared to death.
Okay, why?
Let me rephrase that. It's like there's 3 doors in front of me. It's like, okay, I can pick that door, or what about that door? It's like, what door do I pick? Because they all look cool. But I'm hearing, I got to pick a door.
Well, not necessarily.
Oh.
That's like me saying, well, I have to be an actress, or I have to be an author, or I have to be a speaker, or I have to be a healer. I have to pick a door.
Mhm.
You know, but I choose to go in and out of doors.
Okay.
So I think we're taught from a very early age that we have to pick a door.
Yeah.
And in that way, we limit ourselves to a lot of the things that we could be doing and a lot of the joys that we could be creating.
Mhm.
So they want to get to what the fear is, and once you get to what the fear is, you'll feel like you can choose as many doors as you like.
Well,
okay, sheets, book, give me a song.
One Love by YouTube.
Okay. So, whoa, what? Because the first thing I heard was self-love, and I started to say the one love you have to have is yourself, and then it went to no. So that's what we need to balance here. You've got to look, and this is kind of an ongoing challenge for you, Miss Kim, as you know, is this, what about me? What about me? What about me? You know, love the one you're with, and I'm going to be her. And then you can go out and help other people and choose doors and all that stuff. But you're so used to putting yourself second, and then they're going or third or fourth or fifth or sixth. You know, that.
And I learned that, you know, from my mom. I learned it from my mom. So.
Well, and I want to talk a little bit about that because it's been coming up in a lot of privates where we were modeled some really old stories here, guys, and we were modeled a lot of old beliefs and limiting perceptions. And so we automatically revert to those automatic reactions and belief systems, and they're not even ours anymore. They're saying, you don't understand, these aren't even yours anymore. Yeah. But you automatically go back to them because they're like grooves in your brain's energetic system. Yeah. Because they're such old stories passed down from your families. Exactly. So we're all going to come together now and bring this into balance because we've got to, you know, and now they're giving me the song from Frozen, let it go, right? Yeah. Oh, yeah. We got to let go of these stories, these identities, these identifications of martyrdom and struggle and all that. That's what they're pleading for us to do right now. So around all that, we invoke the violet flame, the golden light, the symbol, the formula. I am divine love, and so it is. So every morning you get up, Kim, it's in this morning today, I get to put me first. I get to love me first. That's my intention. That's my direction. That's my choice because I am the power that chooses what I do with my energy today. Okay? And that's it for all of us, they're saying.
Okay, I get to put, you talked pretty fast, I didn't get it all down. I get to put me first.
Yeah, I get to love me first. And I am the power that gets to choose that. Because we give our power away a lot of times to what we've been taught and what's been modeled for us, instead of remembering that's the old ways, those are the old stories, and we have the power to choose our own definition now. And that's really the biggest and the only thing that's creating you being scared to death is that you forget that you're the power. And you go, oh my God, well, this is the way it's always been. And that makes you scared because that doesn't give you any powerful creationary action. You understand?
I think so.
Well, I don't want you to think so. I want you to get it. So can you claim you're going to get it?
Yes, ma'am. I am going to get it right now. This is bullshit. Not your bullshit, but this is bullshit.
Yes.
I've had enough of this. Yeah.
Yes. And it's our bullshit. Because we're the only ones that can define ourselves now. So we're not going to define ourselves as martyrs. We're not going to define ourselves as people who have to struggle. We're not going to define ourselves as victims. We're defining ourselves as the powerful gods that get to create us in the way we want now. With new definitions. So they literally want you to write out this new definition. Who does Kim want to be? So I am what?
I am powerful. You caught me out. Wow.
Yeah, that's why they want you to focus on it.
Yeah.
I am powerful. That's a good start.
Yeah. I am smart.
Good.
Able to take care of myself. Well, but would that still be powerful though?
Well, able to create.
Okay, that's better.
Me powerfully. Okay. That's the same thing as taking care of yourself. It's creating yourself. Actually, creating yourself is much higher. You can see that. Taking care of yourself is managing what somebody already gave you in the world. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I have to choose new words now.
Well, we have to choose new words. We have to choose new perspectives. We have to choose new belief systems. And we have to choose new actions and feelings, guys.
Okay.
Okay. So how about they would like to add healthy?
Oh, yeah, it's always positive.
They would like to add fun. Ease. How do you want to say I am powerful, smart, able to create me powerfully, healthy, fun, living an easy life. They want to add joyful, easy, joyful life. Full of abundance.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, and positive, honorable. Hold on, I gotta test this. Do I need another word? Okay. Positive, honorable relationships.
Oh, that's very nice. I like that.
Okay. Now, there's one more thing to add. Do you know what it is? Give me a song, baby.
Unforgettable by Nat King Cole.
Okay. Oh, those are the highest words. Okay. I had to wait for the... With new creations of who I am. New creations and choices of who I am. So let me read that back to you because it's beautiful. I am powerful, smart, able to create me powerfully, healthy, fun, living an easy, joyful life, full of abundance and positive, honorable relationships with new creations and choices of who I am. Now, they especially want to balance the create me powerfully part. That's the biggest place you're still falling out, Kim, and they're saying all of us are falling out. That we understand the concept, but we still, and this is because of our stories, we still think shit happens. And that we have to micromanage it. And they want us to get today beyond any reasonable doubt that shit in the world will not and does not happen if you live 24/7 in conscious creation. So write down exactly what you want, commit to it, ask the universe to come in and help you by thanking them and living in the experience of gratitude and excitement that it's already been delivered to you. That's our assignment right now. You know, I wrote an e-blast about one of the things we were falling out in our asking was that we were not, and the Bible quote is something like, ask as it has already been delivered to you. Well, if we're asking for continual money flow and we live in the experience that it's already here, we're living in excitement and happiness and gratitude, aren't we?
Very much so.
Not desperation. Not resentment that we don't have it yet.
Yeah.
Not victimness that we don't have it yet. We're living literally in the experience of the creation already being here, which is a much different vibration, guys. And we know that that's the vibration that creates what we want. Okay, so we have to balance this, Kim. We're claiming the symbol, the formula, the violet flame, the golden light. I am divine love. I absolutely know and accept and live in the experience of and the action of creating me powerfully. All the time, every minute, 24/7, and so it is. Okay. That's everything about freedom, and they're saying when you define yourself as that statement, it goes through every subject in your life. Money, relationships, health, everything. Okay. Where do you want to go now, sweetheart?
Okay, I met one of my exes out for tea, and you know, we were talking and all this, and we dated many, many years ago. And we're, you know, shooting the crap and all that, and she knows what happened to my mom. And she looked at me and she goes, you know, when your father died, because that's when I met her, she goes, I could not understand what you were going through. I didn't understand it, but when my father died, I understood exactly what you went through. Okay. And then she says, you know that both of our moms are dead. We're both on a level playing field. I'm like, what? Now that threw me for a real loop because I had no clue what she even meant by that.
Well, but why did it throw you for a loop then? You knew what she meant. Yeah, you see, things don't affect us if we don't understand them, Kim. So don't let yourself away with that.
Okay.
Okay, so what did she mean? We're
on a level playing field. I don't know. I mean, The only thing that I could think, well, let me get there.
Okay.
The only thing that I could think of in that moment was she wants to get back together, but that's going to be kind of hard when she's dating somebody else. That's the only thing that I can think of.
Okay, why didn't you ask her?
I was scared to do it. I was scared to ask.
Yeah.
Because
you didn't really want to know.
Yeah.
Okay. And they're saying that's very indicative of how we deal with the universe. We don't ask for exactly what we want because we really don't want to know if we're going to get it. We don't want to know if we're truly our own creators. Okay? So when I say you want to get back with her, I get a no. So speak to that.
Well, I caught myself. I've always tried to be, look at me, I'm better, da-da-da-da-da. And I told her I saw my counselor and we were chatting, and she goes, I've got this belief that I'm a monster, and, I've really been working on that, and, blah, 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 blah. See, I'm a much better person, and then I'm catching myself when I said the statement, like, what are you doing? What the hell are you? You don't have to prove, I caught myself going, you don't have to prove anything to her at all. Nothing. If anything,
so
she's got
let's
to
stop
prove
there,
it to you.
Kim. Let's stop there. Because we all do have to prove everything to everybody else because we are still trying to prove it to ourselves. So the gift here is, what are you trying to prove to yourself? And we're going to the sheet. First sheet, second sheet. What do you think it is?
That I'm not a monster. That I'm capable, like we said in the last session, of being a queen.
Yep. And they're taking me to genetic divine right destiny. And again, our genetic divine right destiny is to know that we are the creators. And so obviously this whole session seems to be focused around Kim is free to create who she is right now, to define herself anew right now. Is Kim going to accept the gauntlet?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, good. Because you guys aren't on a level playing field energetically. Do you know that?
I feel like it's off balance, to be honest with you, when I was talking to her. I mean, it was all pleasant and all that, but it's like, okay, I'm talking to you, whatever. So, and that was, I don't feel it's very level at all. Yes.
Okay, so if you're not on a level playing field and energetically she's not a match, then you get to choose what you're going to do to follow up with that relationship. And in that choice is one of the biggest ways you create you. You see, before you have moved into relationships where, well, they've used you, Kim. That's the best way I can put it. Would you agree with that?
Oh, totally.
Okay. Don't do it anymore.
No.
But in that choice, in that you coming forward to be the power that makes that choice, creates your life being created differently because you create you differently. And one of the things in your statement here, honorable relationships with new creations and choices of who I am. So here's your first opportunity to put that into work in your life.
Yeah.
that they're giving me that for every action there's a reaction. That's just another way to say for every choice that we make, we create our lives in different ways.
Mhm.
Well, they want you to be clear that this is one of your opportunities to do that.
Mhm.
Okay. So they want us to balance this because as you do anything, you do everything. You've heard me say that a million times.
Yeah.
And so if you are giving yourself up in relationships in any way, you're giving yourself up in your relationship with money, with significant others, with your body, blah, blah, blah. It goes into every subject of your life. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay. So they want us to balance this. We're invoking the symbol, the formula, the violet flame, the golden light. I am divine love. I absolutely choose and direct in every subject of my life that I am powerful. And I am the powerful creator, smart, able to create me powerfully, healthy, fun, living an easy, joyful life full of abundance and positive, honorable relationships with myself and with new creations and choices of who I am. And so it is. Good. You shifted that. Good. All right. Are we done with the lesson from the girlfriend? Yes. Where else do you want to go, baby?
Okay. The job. Last time we talked, that interview over the phone, it went well. I just relaxed, chatted with her. We had a great interview, but I didn't get picked to go to the next round. Bummer,
Okay.
but it is what it is.
So what belief do you think created that? Hold on. They don't like that question.
Oh.
Okay. Well, they want you to know. They don't want you to put any energy on that because you were literally in the middle of shifting a lot of stuff and it hadn't shifted all the way yet. That's part of the story that you get to let go of right now. Mm-hmm. And just go on and do other interviews. What you did was perfect. It was right. It was fine. So just keep creating other opportunities now. They're there, Kim. They're there, especially with this new direction.
Okay.
That we've come up with here today.
Yeah.
Well, that was interesting. And boy, they stopped me cold before I went on there.
Wow, they sure did. And with my business, I talked to another company, totally different reaction. The lady was super nice, and I'm like, okay, I can do this because the guy that I talked to, that sent you the email about, this guy was a jerk. And she just, before I talked to her on the phone, it's like, you can do this, just be calm, you're the center of the universe, very nice lady and all that. So it's like that really helped me to get back on track and to feel powerful.
You bet. And they want everybody to be very clear. It's because you shifted you first. She did not make you powerful. You decided to be powerful, and then she treated you in an honorable way. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's interesting because before I talked to that guy, I believed that I was centered in all that.
No, it goes right to no.
Oh.
So
then.
But they want you to be very clear about why you thought you were and you weren't. And it goes back into a lot of anxiousness and kind of victimness from the old story. You just were holding on to that and expecting, the expectation of the victim was still in place.
Oh, okay.
Okay? Now, you tell me if this doesn't resonate, and we'll look somewhere else, but I'm hearing that pretty clearly.
Well, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, because
something about getting these taxes settled has created a lot of freedom for your mom and you.
Oh.
So,
okay.
But we also did work with your niece, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. And you coming forward to honor yourself.
Yeah, January 2nd, I drove her to this place, and one of her friends picked her up, and I'm not sure where she's living. And she's already got a boyfriend. I'm like, wow, you didn't waste any time. But
but the point is, just to fill in the backstory, this is your brother's daughter.
Yes, that's my brother's daughter.
Into taking her in.
Yeah.
And we talked about boundaries because she had manipulated a lot of people.
Yes.
And we had talked about you setting up boundaries so that you didn't become one of those people, and that you would allow her to live with you up until, I think it's the first of the year it was, but it was certainly enough time for her to get on her feet and get help, which you helped her do, but you honored yourself. You know, this honoring ourselves is a big, big, big thing in this session here. You honored yourself by not enabling her or your brother.
Yeah.
You know? And they this is the biggest part of the story you've got to let go of. And they're saying you too, Dee. Because, I just did a part on a soap opera, and the executive producer, who did a lot of directing also, said to me after I finished, Dee, I never saw the part of her where she would just give herself up for everyone else. I didn't see that in the script, and I only saw it after you brought her to life. And out of my mouth, before I could stuff it in, came, well, yeah, that's who I am.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And I wish the camera had been on me then, because it would have been a big aha moment on camera of, oh my gosh, Dee, that's how you've defined yourself. Now, that's made me a really good healer and a really good teacher and a really good mother, but not such a good person loving myself. So again, we're looking for that balance of how can I love myself, do everything that I love, serve others, but always take care of me first. Right? Because if that's not in place, then we allow people to take advantage of us. We move into relationships that are not honoring of us, whether they're in work or love relationships or our bodies, relationships with our bodies, relationships with money, right? We want our money to honor us. We want it to be there and take care of us, right? And always be available for us, just like a good relationship. But our money can't do that if we do not love ourselves enough to go, you know what? I'm going to love myself so much, I'm not going to loan this to this person now because that'll put me in jeopardy. Or I'm not going to buy that dress right now because that'll put me into the victimness of not having enough money. And I'm not going to play the victim of not having to get the dress, being able to get the dress, because I'm going to know it's a strong choice that I'm making to support me. And those are all the things that you're bringing forward in this very powerful session here that we're having, Big Cakes.
Awesome.
So again, did we cover everything? Yes. Just keep doing what you're doing with the interviews. Loving yourself. How can I serve? By serving myself first. So they want us to balance that again, claiming the symbol, the formula, the violet flame, the golden light. I am divine love. Okay, what else? Wow. Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah. I won $50 in the lottery.
Good for you. You're a winner.
Yeah, and I'm like,
winner.
Yeah, and I'm like, seriously, I won how much? $50. I'm like, so thanks, universe. I want more of this. So that was pretty cool.
Thank you. And gosh, what would it feel to win 500? What would it feel like to win What would it feel like to win 500,000?
Pretty
or 5
awesome.
million.
Yeah.
Can you feel 5 million, or is that out of the possibility? What would 5 million feel like? Let's just stop and feel that, Kim. What would it feel like? Would it feel like too much responsibility?
Yeah. And I've never had a concept of, 5 million. So that's putting my little head around that. It's like, huh? What?
Yeah, but they're saying you could put your head and your feelings around 500,000.
Yeah.
Well, let's do that. Let's just feel into 500,000. Man, we could pay our houses off, and buy that dress.
Oh yeah, I could buy a lot of dresses.
We'd go out and treat ourselves with some really fancy dress.
Hell yeah.
Go to a nice restaurant. Yeah, we could do a lot of stuff with 500 grand. So we can feel into that one, right? And it's important to find that place where you want to feel into, Kim.
Mm-hmm.
Where you don't say, bullshit, is it, that ain't going to happen. I had a friend, a close friend, and I said, sweetheart, how much would you need to make so that you could feel safe in this world? And she said, $5 million. And I looked at her and I said, well, you ain't ever going to feel safe then, are you? Because you don't believe you could ever have $5 million. So that's the kind of game we play with ourselves, Kim, where we're not honoring our relationship with ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
You got to believe that you can create. And we're back again to I am the power that makes the choice to choose my own creation. So you got to choose to create what you believe you can.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Anything else around that? Okay, hold on. They want to go to the genetic subjects here. Here.
Okay.
Here. 17. Oh my God, this is the second time. This hasn't come up in a long time, but it's the second time today. And it's the creation particle. Now remember that we're on the genetic list. So the creation particle is literally, this is the way I understand it, but it's not the highest understanding. All right, well, give us the highest understanding. Sheets. But give me a song, Kim.
Handel's Messiah.
Okay. Wow. Perfect. Jesus, I love this work. Okay. So, as I understand it, the creation particle is, and this is how they're correcting me with the Handel's Messiah, okay, was when we broke off from the God energy so that we could learn to be our own creators. But they're correcting me that each one of us is the God particle that broke off from the God particle to learn to create itself as another God. And now we're going to a core belief. This is going to be big for everybody here. This page here.
Holy cow.
Yeah. And it's, I can never be God. So let me put this all together for everybody. So again, this is genetically, and remember my channel, our channel, looks at genetics as a belief that we've all agreed to join in believing. So genetically, it's been passed down to us, and we agreed to believe that when we broke off from the God particle, the one energy, we weren't God anymore. Just sit with that for a minute. Because this whole session has been around you really knowing that you're the creator of your own energy. And so what they're saying to us is, when we broke off from the God particle, we accepted the belief, well, now I can never be God because I'm separate from the only thing that is God. When in reality, we are part of the God particle that broke off to expand itself into more God particle. So are we, you and me, Kim, and all of us, ready, willing, and able to come forward and say, I am the God particle that creates me as the God I want to be? I am.
Yes, ma'am.
You bet. Evoking the symbol, the formula, the violet flame, and the golden light. That is flippin' huge. Wow. That is huge.
And I have like ants crawling all over my body, or energy, whatever you want to call it. Bubbles, champagne bubbles. It's like, woo!
Yeah.
It's like,
This has got to blow our energy wide open. I mean, this is, the whole session has been about you moving back into your power, and how much more can you move back into your power than to say, I'm God. I am literally the energy of God.
Mm-hmm.
And, a long time ago, we were given the information that we inadvertently thought we had been banished or thrown out, when literally God was saying, here, go forth and do a lot of great things because you're God too. But this is a whole expanded understanding for me anyway. Wow. It's all claimed and okay. So again, people, I am God. I am God right now. I have always been the God particle, and now I accept the creation of me and my duty to create me as the God that I am, and so it is.
It's a good thing I'm sitting down.
Yeah. Now, there's one more thing that you're holding that you want to get to. We have to get to it pretty quickly.
My job. That's the only other thing I can think of.
They don't like the word job. They like the word avocation. You understand the difference?
Yeah.
Because your avocation is something that you choose, that you have a passion about, that you want to do. A job is something that you have to do. I'm talking in terms of your definitions.
Mhm.
Okay? So they want you to think more of creating your avocation. So what do you love to do?
Well, I love to act. I love film.
Okay.
And I'm starting this new business. I have this new business that I am creating.
Yes. And there's a third thing. They like both of those. They would like you to get more excitement around your acting. There's a part of you that just doesn't quite think it's possible. And they're saying, well, it's totally possible if you think it is. So they're waiting on you to really get that in alignment. It's you have to understand, you're not lucky to get an acting job. You're supposed to get an acting job. Oh, you got that one, did you?
Oh, because I get really excited when I get offered a part.
Well, yeah, but you feel lucky.
Oh.
And they're going, dude, create it. That's what they're talking about. You're not lucky. You're creating it. Understand that you are literally creating it, and it's not just happening to you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? There's a third thing. This thing that you've invented, the acting, and then there's one more. Oh, you don't even know it yet, and it's healing work.
Huh?
Healing work.
Oh, okay.
And you've got it, okay. They're saying, you see, you don't realize that your mother was a healer.
Get out of town.
You knew she was a caretaker.
Well, yeah.
But you didn't know she was a healer, but she healed with love. Okay?
Okay.
And that's the biggest way we all heal. So look in the world where you can heal with love.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Okay.
So we're all coming together knowing that we are the God particle that creates with healing love ourselves and the rest of the world then. Claiming the symbol, the formula, the violet flame, and the golden light. I am divine love, and so it is. Any other questions? Any other subjects? I get we're done, baby.
Yeah.
My goodness, Kim, look at what you accessed and brought in. How amazing is that, honey? It's huge for me. I'm in deep gratitude to you for bringing all that in. And just in deep gratitude for you agreeing to come in and be so open and honest to help everybody heal. So, thank you. And I can't wait to be back with everybody. And until we meet again, love yourselves, and love yourselves more, because you know that's what it's all about. Bye-bye.
Thanks for joining Dee on Conscious Creation. Visit her website at imdwallace.com for awesome downloads, archived shows, enlightening webinars, and amazing free offerings. And remember, you can hear Dee every week on BBS Radio, iTunes, the Empowerment Channel at the Connect Me Radio Network. You can also hear Dee on Get Inspired Media Network, Transformation Talk Radio, UBN, Universal Broadcasting Network, plus News for the Soul Broadcasting. Be sure to join us next week for Conscious Creation with Dee Wallace. And remember, loving yourself is the key to creation.